quantum physics says the same thing. Patanjali says Sanyama. Sanyama means concentration, meditation and samadhi, all done on one thing. Then you turn your consciousness into that object. You become that object and know everything about that object. That means if you do concentration, meditation and samadhi on that plant, that is called Sanyama, you know everything about the plant. So in Ayurveda, they use this technique to know about healing quality of the plant, how to use, what to do. Because you become the plant, you know everything. They call Sanyam. Quantum physics use the word entanglement. You know, so I related this. So all these things I can explain. And also people say, I cannot afford. That is a common thing. I cannot afford. Even for workshop, somebody says I cannot afford because I'm saving money for my car. One lady says I'm saving money for my my daughter's school. You know, complain. And I explain. 74, I had nothing. Still I had surplus. We got Glassboro, we got the store, and everything was paid. I did not borrow money, and that was my principle. So live within your means, set the priority, the thing. So it is the condition of the mind. So people who say they cannot afford, they don't know how to manage their money. They don't know how to control their emotions, their compulsive behavior. You know, a simplest example, people come in the summer, I say you can stay here, you can study very inexpensively. They can afford motel room and cannot afford class or the books, you know, things like that. So I see it all the time. So it is, the principle is if you want to attain something, you are the co-creator of your destiny. And the reason the problem happens is weakness of the mind, lack of control of senses. And this is why I give general advice. The problem is everything is accessible, you become lazy. And this is the problem. It's just the environment. So it's just, if you are in the environment, that is what happens. So I would say my grandchildren are influenced by it. My children were a little bit influenced, but our influence was there plus that. So they were safe. Grandchildren further out. And next more generation they will be like that same. Just give simple example. Just I look at anyone, you know. One of my student, he came from Italy. He owns Promenade, you know, the big stores.
John Beretta, right?
John Beretta, he comes privately. He said he came from Italy with nothing. My sister who is visiting, you know, she has 5 kids. They're all in North Carolina. And they did not even graduate from high school. Not graduate. And they were doing nothing. Here they came, they were motivated. Each one of them owned 3 stores, different stores, this. One owned big motel and sold and this and that. Try now. We talk about success. I see Russians come next door, you know, Russian students. And 3 or 4 in a row. They do 2-3 jobs.
Yep.
They save enough money to travel around the country and go with a bundle. And I come across students or, you know, people here. I cannot find a job because when they look for a job, they first say, when I take my time off, when can I have this? When can I have They don't say, what can I do? That's the thing. So the whole thing is a discipline. And I wrote in this book, my greatest blessing is I was born in India, you know, and I was born in hardships. But that is not the answer. You are born in hardships, but with awareness from previous life.
Well, you know what?
Let me finish this.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
so much to say around that.
So many people are born in hardships, you know, that's just any other country, just any other. even in Europe or this is relative hardships. But because of hardship, you don't have awareness, you go other way around. So many people who come from hardship, they become successful. But then their problem is they become extra materialistic. They get so much lost in materialistic life, they lose the sight of spiritual life. If you are born in prosperity and you have no awareness, you get caught in luxury and you waste your life. You are brought in luxury and you have awareness, you use it properly. So the key is not the hardship, the key is awareness. So, just like my example with my brother, we were in the same situation. All the people who came with me, like as a graduate student, they become engineer or doctor. Almost everyone is millionaire or almost billionaire. They make 600,000-700,000 in practice and make million or so in their motel business or franchise. All this. But all of them, at the cost of their health, peace of mind, they become workaholic. So my great fortune was awareness. So the hardship was a tool. So I use those principles because, the movie Siddhartha, if you saw that movie, I remember that
What's
movie.
the movie? What was it?
Siddhartha, Herman Hesse.
Siddhartha.
He wrote the story and I saw the movie.
Yeah.
And it just something impressed me so much. This guy was brought up in this condition and just the thing is beside. He goes for interview. What are your qualifications? He said, I can think, I can wait, and I can fast. These are his qualifications. Usually I can do this, I can do that. But look at, I can think, I can wait, and I can fast. If you can do this thing, you can be successful. Most people consider doing, but instead of fasting. So I'm bringing the point. If you have awareness, you learn. If you have awareness and somebody insult you, you get hurt in life and all kind of bad things happen to you, it is the greatest blessing in disguise if you have awareness. And so many great masters woke up because of hardship they saw and this seek God. Very few people woke up because they had all prosperity. In prosperity, we become lazy. This is the story with big companies, many commercial companies, say Herbs number 1, Avis number 2, we try harder. The country that is on top, after a few years, the generation becomes lazy, and another country that is struggling comes up. So this is the law of nature.